season opener in the Bronx. Same face, new place. Carl Pavano, now a Yankee. Remember, former Red Sox, the man who Boston traded to get Pedro Martinez. Top one, he gets Manny. Pavano allowed only 2 runs on 8 hits and 6 in the third. He struck out 7. Matt Clement played for the Cubs last season, number 2 starter in Boston this season, bottom third. Hideki Matsui off Clement. Matsui's second home run in as many games. He was 3 for 4. It's 3-0 Empire. Clement lasted just 4 1/3. Ninth inning. Enter Mariano with a 3-2 lead. Remember, he blew 3 saves in last year's playoffs. Jason Varitek, the captain, ties it up off Rivera. That's a blown save for Mariano. 3 batters later, it's Johnny Damon as Rivera looks on. Does he serve another one up here? Damon hits it wicked far, but not quite long enough. Look at the boss. He thinks this one is out of here. George Steinbrenner. Oh, Ken Phelps. Ken Phelps bat. No. All right, and he breathes a little easier. Bottom 9, Derek Jeter, Keith Foulke. Now it's the Yankee captain. Takes the 3-2 pitch yard, his first career regular season walk-off home run, and it wins it for the Yankees 4-3. But is there concern about Rivera? Bob Holtzman's in the Bronx. Baseball's Executive VP of Labor Relations and Human Resources, Rob Manfred, expects there to be an expedited hearing once Sanchez files a grievance. Sanchez's suspension cannot be appealed. Manfred says the only option available to him is to prove he wasn't a positive. A guest in the Yes Network booth during Tuesday's Red Sox-Yankees game, Commissioner Bud Selig insisted baseball is dealing with its steroid problem.
I do want tougher penalties, and I've said that, and I know a lot of people do, but the fact that a player's name is announced and that everybody on the North American continent knows that that player has taken something illegal seems to me to be a huge deterrent. The sport has never been more popular. That doesn't minimize my desire to rid it of steroids, but the fact is, Paul, you've just hit the nail on the head. This is the greatest baseball in the world, and if we were ignoring the problem, the criticism would be fair. We are not ignoring the problem, and we will not ignore the problem.
Braves without Sanchez continuing their season-opening series at home. Toronto in town. First batter of the game, Reed Johnson facing Scott Kazmir. Eduardo Perez. Have you seen my baseball? Johnson ends up at third with a triple, but Kazmir allowed only 1 run on 3 hits and 5. He's just 21. Dude, it's behind you. All right. Thanks for playing. Same face, new place, dotted 1, new Blue Jay, Shea Hillenbrand to the gap. Orlando Hudson scores. They waive Vernon Wells as well, and the Blue Jays going to win this one 6-3. Toronto started 0-3 last year. This year, they're 2-0, only 9,144 paid. Strong debut as a Marlin. John Smoltz, a disastrous return to the Braves rotation after 4 years as their closer. His first opening day start since '97 did not go well. They are already loaded in the first, and Juan Encarnacion unloads. Say hi to my small friend. Grand slam, 5-0 Marlins in the first. Smoltz only got 5 guys out. Bottom 2, it's Delgado. He had 4 hits, drove in 3. Smoltz tagged for 6 earned on 6 hits in 1 2/3, matching his shortest career outing as a starter. Marlins win big, 9-0 Fish. Smoltz called it the worst feeling in the world.
Lineup, but he was introduced with his teammates despite being on the DL. Bonds receiving his 2004 National League MVP award pregame and then telling the fans he'll be back. Former Giant Jeff Kent was back as well, but only now as a Dodger. 1 for 3, a walk and a K. Top 1, Cesar Izturis leading off against Jason Schmidt. And Izturis deep to right and gone. The Dodgers lead it 1-0. Then in the bottom of the 4th, the Giants trailing 2-0. Edgardo Alfonso facing Derek Lowe with a man on. That's going to leave. 2-run homer ties the game at 2. Bottom 7, Moises Alou facing Lowe, same score, 2 outs. Grounds to third. Valentine with the bobble. Alou safe at first. Durham scores the go-ahead run. Giants up 3-2. Then top of the 9th, 4-2 Giants. Armando Benitez facing Milton Bradley. And Bradley grounds into the 4-6-3 well-turned double play by Omar Vizquel on the pivot. Giants go on to win 4-2.
Twins and Mariners at Safeco. Johan Santana off the Cy Young. Adrian Beltre playing his second game with the Mariners. Same face, new place. He went 2 for 4, drove in 2 first inning. Here he is. Doubles off Santana to left center. Ichiro comes in. Jeremy Reed gets waved in as well. 2-0 Seattle. Santana allowed 4 runs on 5 hits in 5, but still got the win because the Twins had a huge comeback. Top 5, Jock Jones. 2-run shot off Matt Thornton. It's a 7-run Minnesota 5th, and the Twins come back to win at 8-4. Opening day for the NL champs, NLCS rematch. Cardinals beginning the 2005 season in Houston, where the Astros won their final 18 regular season home games last year. And Roy Oswalt in trouble already in the first inning against Jim Edmonds. Top one. Pops one to left. There it is. Go get it. Oswalt telling Luke Scott, but no, Luke's not getting that one.
Need a ladder.
Yeah, it's out of the yard there, Roy. Another look. Edmonds low and away. Oh, sweet spot. Cardinals up 3-0. Edmonds drove in 4. Top 6, Reggie Sanders. He pops one to right. And again, Oswalt is saying, dude, it's up there. This time Jason Lane, but Roy Jason's not getting this one either. Cardinals win 7-3. Oswalt allowed 6 runs on 7 hits and 6. Some dicey pitching so far. Let's debate. Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim this year. They changed the name, hosting Texas on opening day. 61-64. They were just the Los Angeles Angels. Jim Fregosi there. With Reggie, they were the California Angels up until 1996, when they became the Anaheim Angels in 97, went on to win a World Series. Now they are the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, bottom 6. Vladimir Guerrero, who homered earlier, the MVP, doubles off the wall. Guerrero 2 for 4. Drove into the LA Angels of Anaheim, win 3-2 over the Texas Rangers, and K-Rod gets his first save as the new closer. Well, what a Tuesday, Fred. I mean, this was just, we had to take the whole day and put it into the 10 best plays. It was so crazy. Here they are. Sure, number 10, Bulls Heat, Steve Smith here, Alonzo Mourning there. Another look. Miami wins 104-86 over Chicago without Shaq, who had kind of a stomach scenario.
Yeah, number 9, Giants and Dodgers. Giants home opener. Jason Schmidt with some good D behind him. Like this. Omar Vizquel jumping over Jeff Kent, turning the double play. Another look at it. Kent comes bearing down on the pivot there, but the Giants go on to win it 4-2.
So you're saying, hey, Steve, who won the Clipper-Bobcat game? Well, yeah, that would be the Clippers, 104-102. Sean Livingston to Mikey Moore, and Mikey likes Clips, may win more games than the Lakers this year. Yeah.
Braves and the Marlins. Big flies don't get any bigger than this.
Fly ball, well hit, left field. It is gone! Grand slam!
Number 6, Joe Torre warming up for Yankee pregame pep talks by appearing on Sesame Street.
Oh, here, Telly. Catch.
I did it! I caught the ball, and I wasn't even trying!
Oh, good for you, Telly!
It's just like that in the clubhouse, isn't it?
Yeah, I think Mr. Steinbrenner's on the phone. Red Sox, Yankees, Jeter, diving stop, gets Edgar Renteria at first base. More to come from that game, Captain. And the Pacers and the Knicks, Reggie Miller, retiring at the end of the season. His last trip in Madison Square Garden, where he made a career out of just chapping the fans. Big game after big game. So he has 13 points in his getaway game at the Garden, if you will, and then a moment with Spike Lee.
Ah, the awkward male hug. Number 2, Baylor and Michigan State NCAA Women's Championship game from Indianapolis. And the Baylor Lady Bears all over the Spartans, 84-62. What an effort from Baylor. They beat 3 number 1 seeds to win their first ever national championship.
Number 1, Red Sox and the Yankees. Red Sox tied up in the top of the 9th, and Derek Jeter wins it with a walk-off homer in the bottom of the 9th. First of his regular season career. Oh, say it with me, Steve. The Yankees win. The Yankees win.
SportsCenter's Top 10. Brought to you